Hi everybody, and welcome back. Today, we're going to take a look at the basic meaning of the preposition off and what it means when it's used with phrasal verbs. So in previous videos, we saw that phrasal verb prepositions can have a lot of different meanings, but that these meanings are almost always extensions of a more basic idea. For example, we saw that one of the two basic meanings for the preposition up can be upwards, and how this can be extended to give us the meanings of increase, approach, and appear. Now, up has a lot more meanings than this, and I will explain them in other videos in the future. But before I do that, I'd like to give you an overview of some of the other prepositions that are commonly used with phrasal verbs. So today, we're going to take a look at the preposition off. Off is one of the most common prepositions, and it's used in over 600 phrasal verbs. It also has about 30 to 40 different meanings. Now, just like with the preposition up, the different meanings of the preposition off come from a fairly basic or core idea, which can probably best be represented by an animation, which looks like this. Now, the orientation of this animation doesn't really matter. Off can look like this, or this, or this. Fundamentally, they're all the same thing. So the first thing you probably noticed about this animation is that the red square detaches from the black surface. Therefore, one of the basic meanings of off is detach. So let's take a look at an example of a phrasal verb that uses off in the sense of detach. How do you think we would describe this? Well, here, the handle breaks and detaches from a briefcase. So we can say, the handle breaks off. Breaks means breaks, and off means detach. So the sentence can be understood as simply, the handle breaks and detaches. Okay, let's take a look at another example of a phrasal verb that uses off in the sense of detach. How do you think we would describe this? So here, a leaf detaches from the tree and falls. So we could say, a leaf falls off the tree. Falls means falls, and off means detach. So the sentence can be understood as, a leaf falls detach the tree. Or, in other words, a leaf detaches and falls from the tree. So one of the core meanings of off can be detach, but that's not the only way to interpret it. If we look at the animation again, we can see that the red square not only detaches, but also moves away from the black surface. So we can also think of off as meaning away, or moving away. So let's take a look at an example of a phrasal verb that uses off in the sense of away. How do you think we would describe this? Well, here, a car moves away from a house by driving. So we can say, the car drives off. Drives means drives, and off means away. So the sentence can be understood as simply, the car drives away. Alright, let's take a look at one more. How do you think we would describe this using a phrasal verb with off, where off means away? So here, a man moves away from a snake by slowly walking backwards. So, we could say, the man backs off. Backs means backwards, and off means away. So the sentence can be understood as, the man backwards, away. Or, in other words, the man moves backwards and away from the snake. So to recap, the basic meaning of the preposition off can be visualized like this, and this can give us the core meanings of detach or away. So I hope this helped you understand the preposition off a little bit better, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.